What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and welcome back to another video discussing Batman Arkham. Now, for those that are just joining us, welcome to the group. For those that have been with us for a while, also, hello and welcome on this beautiful Saturday, if you guys are watching it, the day that I'm actually putting this up. These videos have pretty much morphed into kind of half and half videos. I like to talk about more than one major topic in this video, so that's what we're going to be doing today. The title, what I do want to stress, is really the week ahead. All of the possibilities this upcoming week of a possible Arkham announcement. Now, also, sadly, if you're watching this, it means that the game is not announced yet, right? Because otherwise, I would just be covering the game. So we're going to be talking about that, but I also want to talk about the radio silence that we've gotten pretty much. I'm recording this Friday, so maybe something happened today, and if it's something big enough, then I would scrap this video. So, again, if you're watching this, most likely it's still radio silence. And I know a lot of people are kind of disheartened by that. I've seen that in the comments that people are like, after days of teases, after all this stuff building up, and obviously, again, we talked about all of that stuff in different videos, after all these days of just ramp up, kind of fake hype, you could blame me, you could blame other YouTubers and websites as well. It wasn't just me saying it could have been at State of Play. There were a lot of people Monday, major news outlets, IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku, like all these. So, they get that kind of fake hype, the one that they didn't maybe even necessarily deserve. And now we've got nothing. Now, here's the good news, and here's what I do believe this. I do truly believe this, and this is why I said to that person that brought this up, and I feel like a lot of people probably think that. Again, you get all of this stuff, all these tweets, all of these updates, and there's still people that say it's not happening. I mean, these are coming from people who work there. There's Court of Owls, like literally them written out. So I mean, I guess if you still don't believe it's real, this honestly just is not the right place for you. Come back when it's announced and when you see that it's real, and then come back and watch these videos. But right now, I just don't think these videos are a place for people that don't believe that this game is gonna happen. I just don't think it works. But here's the reason why it's good. I think, and I know this happens all the time, and this is like a common tactic by really anybody who comes up with announcements. You have that build up, the many leaks, or you could call them leaks or whatever. You have leaks, you have rumors, you have teases, you have all this stuff, and then all of a sudden it just goes dead. And the dead period, I'll be quite honest, normally isn't that long. And so the longer this goes, the more, and we've talked about it, like whoever's running the operation there, whoever the team, and I'm sure it's not just one person. I know they hired a community manager. That person's going to be more the person that talks to press, does the press releases, answers press inquiries, like things like that. When I want to talk to them, and I'm definitely going to make an attempt to do that, that would be the person I go through. Stuff like that. I don't think they're hiring or whatever they called it. I think it was like a PR person, but or a community lead, community manager. But at the same time, like, it's not one person responsible for all of this stuff. This is like a collective group where it's like, okay, it's okay to and don't think that it wasn't okay to them to tweet those things out. Those Court of Owls things, the writers saying like it's coming, stuff like that. They are allowed to do it. Yeah, they'll take the tweet down, but that literally is just to build hype. Give you a little bit. It was okayed by people, and then take it down. So it's 100% okay. There's a core group of people in Warner Bros. Montreal that okayed those decisions, and they're the ones who are getting the hype ready and getting people excited for the announcement, and then they'll give us the announcement. The longer this goes with radio silence, though, the more that I'm looking at those people and saying, you guys really need to figure this out because this is not how you do it. But as of right now, my stance on the radio silence is it's okay. I feel like this is a common tactic where it goes radio silent, it goes completely, nothing, and then bam, we get hit and it comes and it gets announced. I truly do think we're in that. We're in that last phase where it's silent and then bam, here's the announcement. At this point, and here's the deal, second half of this video, what the title is when can we expect the announcement? Like, this week, I know I just basically quoted a couple videos ago, but basically it's this week has so many potential possibilities for the Arkham announcement. Now, I know I saw Game Informers being thrown around, but I'm pretty sure they just announced what that's actually going to be. I don't know what it is, but I saw somebody say, like, it's confirmed it's not Arkham. So, I mean, we can eliminate Game Informer. Monday, huge news day. Mondays are when a lot of things get announced. If you think about it in a productive manner, you go into the office Monday, you, bam, first thing in the morning, you announce your new project. Suddenly, it's the talk of all of Monday. It's the talk of the entire week. And then if it's still the talk by the end of the week, then you get the weekend too. And then really, it's in people's minds for a long time. If you announce it on like a Tuesday or Wednesday, it could be overshadowed by another news story a couple other days later. And you could say the same thing. Well, if it gets announced Monday and then something else happens on Wednesday with just another game, maybe it takes away from it. It depends on just how excited people are, and that's up to, I mean, really, that's on Warner Bros. You know, if it's really, really popular, it'll be able to be in the news cycle for several days. If it's not very popular, then it'll only be in the news cycle one day. But I mean, come on, you look at the community even we've built here, and you can see that people are very, very excited for it. I think it'll be fine. So Monday is a possibility specifically because of that, because of it's a huge, huge news day. I know people have thrown around when the Fortnite cross Batman event ends. Maybe that's a possibility. I'm just going to go through literally every single possibility and give you guys my opinion on it, just so we cover everything. That day, I don't think they would time it with like an exclusive deal or like a cool Batman deal ending. I don't think they would be like, oh, well, the Fortnite thing's over, but good news, an Arkham game's coming. Like, that just sounds, to me, it sounds weird. Now, and I'm not, by the way, these are just my opinions. It could happen any day. It could technically happen on the weekend. I really, really don't think it would, but it could. So any day, you know, just because I think it's not going to happen doesn't mean it won't. So, you know, you can take my word for it. You could, you know, have your own opinion, which I strongly suggest you guys have your own opinions, and it's awesome that you do. So no hard feelings if we don't agree. It's totally cool. We're all in it for the same thing. All we want is the Arkham game. I don't care when we get it. So I hope you guys are right. These people saying it's going to be this day, that day. Like, I want that. It's just, you know, you have to kind of analyze it. Then we have the Joker movie, which premieres next Friday. It's the opening day. Technically, it'd be Thursday night, right? And there's a lot going. I mean, this is a political thing. This is in the mainstream media. There's a lot going on with that Joker movie, all in like the negative way, only because the media is spinning it that way. And I don't know. Again, it's Joker, but it's not really Batman's Joker. It's a man who is driven to insanity by society, and it's a very, very different telling of the story. We know that. So the Joker movie, to me, also doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, they could announce it Friday. It could just be announced Friday, and people would be like, oh, did it coincide with the Joker release? And I don't think that was planned. I don't think, like, they cared about it, because I think a lot of eyes are going to be on that. I think a lot of eyes are going to be on, like, will it incite violence in the masses? I don't think people are going to be looking at if there's a game kind of attached to it. And I know it wouldn't be attached. I mean, like, the same day it comes out, there's also a game announcement. And lastly, we have New York Comic Con, which I also believe starts that same day, right? It's the Friday through the Sunday next week, so, or maybe even the Thursday. So, I mean, that also lines up with Joker. It's a Friday. Now, like, okay, here's the deal. Here's where I stand on this, is I've been burned, and I mean, you guys have seen, I mean, I still hold true to multiple times I said I don't think it's going to be at State of Play. If you guys saw that poll I did on the channel saying, will it be at State of Play? I voted in it myself, and I said no. And that was days before State of Play. So I have been on record saying that. I know I kind of changed my mind as we got closer and closer, but and for New York Comic Con, it's kind of the same thing where it's like I just don't see how it New York Comic Con, I feel like the San Diego one, that's the one that gets more of the announcements. New York, I mean, yeah, there's announcements at every Comic-Con. I get that. But again, like I've tried to message as many people back through the YouTube comments as I could and say, but are we past that point? Like, when and I know I'm literally the one who said, could it be at State of Play? I said that like a month ago. I'm the one who said, will it be at the Game Awards? The Game Awards is such a tricky thing now because of all these teases, but the point I'm trying to drive through is, like, right now, where we're at this second, with all of these teases, with an announcement I truly do still believe is imminent, like within the week, within 2 weeks, very, very, very soon. Are we past the point of them relying on other events? Why wouldn't they just do it? That's why Game Informer doesn't really make sense. That's why New York Comic Con doesn't really make sense. That's why the Joker movie doesn't really make sense. I don't think they need the help of, and I have actually said that in the past, and I think that in general, they've never needed help for this Batman game. They could have done this all by themselves. If it was at State of Play, it would just be a bonus. It would be them having worked out something with Sony where it gets more exposure and gets more people watching. If it's at the Game Awards, it's only a benefit. It only helps them even more because they could have done it the day before on their own and been fine. But instead, maybe they work out a deal with Jeff Keighley and it's there and so many more people see it, right? You know, or the same amount of people see it, but different people see it. So that's where I think they're at. And I've honestly always thought that's where they're at. I don't know if they're at the point where they need to rely, and that's why the New York Comic, I've seen so many people say it. I get it. I mean, it's a prime, I get why people think it. It's a prime opportunity. It could happen, and I'm not saying it won't happen at all. I think it could, but I really think we're past the point of thinking. I think Warner Bros. Montreal has always had this in mind, but for us, in terms of like we're trying to analyze it, and I think we're always kind of a couple days behind, right? I think we should be past the point of saying, well, they are probably going to rely on another event to help them out. I don't think that's the case. I don't think they're looking for outside help to do their own thing. I think they got this. I think you look at what we've already gotten, all of just the teases on Twitter, literally just Twitter. Twitter, yeah, it's big, but it's not that, you know, massive of a thing. And it's not even from, I mean, yeah, Warner Bros. Montreal themselves did it, but you look at a lot of what is being reported and what started a lot of those mainstream articles and videos discussing it. Some of it was just those people, like the writers there, people that work at Warner, like small-time people that probably have like under 10,000 followers. Those tweets got that response. So you look at that, it's like they really don't need it. All Warner Bros. Montreal has to do is tweet out a couple more things, like 2 days in a row. Say one thing 2 days in a row, and then all of a sudden they'll be back at the top of everybody's mind. People will be writing articles again. So they really don't need the help. So to conclude everything, it's coming. It's coming very, very soon. I said a few videos ago that I thought Friday or Monday, and then if not, next week. I still think I'm there. I think Monday could very well be it. I think next week provides a lot of possible opportunities. I think next Friday, the start of New York Comic Con, I don't think it would be at New York Comic Con, but again, it's a Friday. I'm still going to put this at Mondays or Fridays, but if this doesn't happen soon, again, we have to start. I'm not going to worry because I know it's going to happen. I know a lot of people would maybe say the opposite, but I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to be mad. I'm going to be confused as to why they thought this was a good idea, to string us all along, to get us excited, only to not give us anything for like another month. That is what I will be upset about. I won't be like freaking out being like, "Oh, did this game get canceled?" because that's just, I mean, they're not going to cancel a game like that. So that's not going to happen. So guys, quick final updates. I am working on the Discord server. If you guys made it this far, thank you very much. Working on the Discord server. Hopefully we'll have that up next week. So I'll have some updates and I'll talk about that in the beginning of the next video or the video after that. I'm going to be doing a video like every 3-ish days just to continue the updates, get people, you know, let's go through the last couple days. And then when the game gets announced, bam, you know, we'll be there. There'll be 8 days of coverage like I promised you last week. We'll be covering it quite a bit when it gets announced. So I think I'm going to have another video Monday like afternoon. We'll go over anything that's happened tomorrow, Sunday, and also Monday during the day. We'll talk about all of that. And then a few days later, there'll be another one, so on, until the game actually gets announced. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. You guys absolutely rock. Love the support. You guys have been doing an amazing job. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, sharing, all that kind of stuff. I hope to see you all on the next video. Hey guys, if you made it this far, I just want to quickly say thank you for watching this video. I just want to quickly talk about our community event, Dead by Daylight. We're going to be playing this game. We're going to be live streaming, and we want to play it with you guys. The link is going to be in the description below to link you to that video where I talk all about this community event. We want to play with you guys, so if you want to play with us, make sure you guys sign up. Again, links in the description below. Go to that video, sign up there. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I hope to talk to you all again very soon.